She doesn't start missing you because you text all day. She doesn't start missing you because you try harder, say more, or constantly remind her you're there. She starts missing you when the space you leave behind carries more weight than the effort you used to give. When your presence has substance, not noise. When your absence has meaning, not desperation. Most men have been in that position where you walk away from someone physically, but somehow she stays in your mind. You think about the way she laughed, the way she responded, the way she looked at you, or the way she didn't. Meanwhile, you feel like the moment you're not in her line of sight, you disappear from her world completely. Her mind moves on. Her energy shifts. Her attention floats elsewhere. So you try to hold on. You start texting first. You keep conversations alive that she lets die. You check her stories to see if she's thinking about you at all. You create reasons to talk, even when she gives you nothing to work with. You compensate for her lack of effort by doubling your own, hoping that somehow more effort will create more connection. But that's not how connection works. That's not how attraction grows. That's not how memory forms. Nobody misses what is always available, always predictable, always waiting. People miss what feels grounded. People miss what feels intentional. People miss what feels scarce, not in a manipulative way, but in a meaningful way. They miss the person who isn't everywhere, yet is impossible to forget. They miss the presence that carried weight, not noise. They miss the energy that felt steady, strong, composed. Your presence should speak by itself, and your absence should echo when you step back. This isn't about playing games or pretending you don't care. It's not about withholding affection or acting cold. It's about shifting your entire energy. It's about building a life that naturally creates gravity. A life that makes your attention a gift, not a constant stream. A life where everything you give has intention, not insecurity. It's about becoming someone who doesn't chase validation because he already knows his worth. Someone whose life is full enough that he doesn't cling, beg, or overextend. Someone who can walk away with dignity because he understands that connection is mutual, and what isn't mutual isn't meant for him. So if you're tired of being the person who always tries, who always initiates, who always worries, who always needs reassurance, this message is for you. Here's where the transformation begins. 1. Lower your availability, raise your value. When you fill your schedule with purpose, goals, and growth, your time naturally becomes more valuable. You no longer respond instantly because you're busy building, improving, evolving. You're not ignoring anyone. You just have a life that requires your attention. People notice when your world expands beyond them. They feel the difference when your presence isn't guaranteed. Scarcity makes things matter. Availability makes them forgettable. Healthy space creates curiosity. Curiosity creates interest. Interest creates connection. 2. Stay calm, that's your power. Desperation is loud. Confidence is quiet. Strength is silence. When she pulls back and you stay calm, you show emotional maturity. You show that your worth isn't tied to her attention. You show that you don't panic when someone's energy shifts. People miss the calm energy they felt safe around. Because calmness is rare. Stability is rare. Self-control is rare. And rare things get remembered. 3. Speak with purpose, not pressure. You don't need long paragraphs or constant messages. You don't need to over-explain or overshare. When you speak with intention, people feel it. Your words become heavier, your presence becomes stronger, and your absence becomes noticeable. Silence used correctly is not a game, it's a sign of self-respect. Sometimes what you don't say speaks louder than what you do. 4. Give space, the healthy, masculine kind. Space is not distance. Space is oxygen. It allows attraction to breathe. It allows curiosity to grow. It allows emotions to settle. You're not stepping back to punish or manipulate. You're stepping back so the connection can develop naturally, without force. When space is created from confidence, not fear, it becomes powerful. People can't miss you if you're always right there. 5. Make your moments unforgettable. People don't remember frequency, they remember impact. A single meaningful moment leaves a stronger imprint than 100 meaningless interactions. When you give someone your full attention, your full presence, your full energy, even briefly, That moment becomes something they hold on to. Your goal isn't to be constant. Your goal is to be memorable. 6. Give attention intentionally, not constantly. Attention given without boundaries loses value. Attention given with purpose becomes priceless. When you're selective with your energy, people feel privileged to receive it. They notice the difference between attention that comes from abundance and attention that comes from emptiness. You want your attention to feel earned, not expected. 7. Build a life that pulls people in. Attraction grows naturally when your life is full. When your routine is consistent. When your goals matter more than any temporary connection. A man who is focused becomes magnetic. A man who is disciplined becomes unforgettable. A man who is building becomes admired. Your purpose is what creates gravity, not your pursuit of someone's approval. 8. Control your emotional reactions. Nothing heightens attraction more than emotional discipline. Nothing destroys attraction faster than emotional chaos. When someone sees that you can handle silence, uncertainty, mood shifts, or inconsistent behavior without losing your center, they see a person who leads with strength. Stability feels like safety, and safety is remembered. 9. Stay strong when things get difficult. Whether it's distance, stress, conflict, or rejection, your response defines your character. Most people crumble when emotions rise. Most people fold under pressure. Most people react before thinking. But when you remain steady, when you stay composed, thoughtful, and grounded, you become someone who stands out in a world full of emotional volatility. That steadiness is what people end up missing. 10. Be consistent in your self-respect. True consistency doesn't mean texting every day or always being available. It means being consistent in who you are, not in how much you chase. Consistency in values. Consistency in boundaries. Consistency in energy. When your behavior doesn't change based on someone else's mood or interest level, you gain something powerful, emotional independence. And that independence is what makes your presence unforgettable and your absence felt. The truth is simple. You don't need to do more. You need to be more. More grounded. More intentional. More self-sufficient. More disciplined. Presence isn't created by effort, it's created by identity. And when your identity becomes strong enough, people feel your presence even when you're not there. They think about you without prompting. They notice the silence you leave behind. They replay the moments you gave them. They wonder what you're doing, who you're becoming, how you're moving. That's when people miss you. Not when you chase them, but when you elevate yourself.